Let me introduce you to Alice. Alice, like millions of Americans, is experiencing some form of cardiovascular disease. So she visits her cardiologist. Her cardiologist prescribed her to wear a Holter monitor for 48 hours. She wears the device, the data is obtained from the device, and its interpretation needs to happen. And this is when the problem starts. Alice's data is sent off-premise to a cardiac technician lab, when a cardiac technician prepares a report for her cardiologist to review. This interpretation process can take anywhere from several days to several weeks. And during this waiting game, Alice, like some thousands of fellow Americans, are in real danger of something catastrophic happening to her. This is unacceptable and must change. I am Juan Jimenez, co-founder and CEO of AccurKardia, and together with my team, we are doing just that. AccurKardia has built technology to provide ECG interpretation software on a global scale to improve patient outcomes and save lives. ECG is an old technology, widely used in cardiac care. More than 300 million ECGs are performed worldwide, and more than 100 million performed here in America. And with the advent of consumer devices, this number is growing exponentially. But current clinical ECG interpretation methods to manage the growing demand are simply inadequate. Interpretation accuracy are inadequate and not for what is required. As I mentioned before, interpretation times can take anywhere from several days to several weeks. And over the last few years, there have been margin pressures for most cardiac monitoring companies and device makers due to drastic cuts in reimbursement rates by Medicare. And this is how AccurKardia is solving this problem. We have built an automated ECG interpretation platform in order to improve access to this technology outside the clinic, reduce interpretation costs, and improve quality and service. We also believe that we are at the inflection point to use ECG as a broad biomarker beyond cardiology because of three main components. One is the massification of ECG sensors. Second are the advancement in AI and compute capacity. And third is the adoption and rise of telehealth. AccurKardia technology can provide near real-time interpretation. We need just an initial intake of 10 seconds, and we can update our output for every subsequent millisecond. We can perform analysis on short-duration ECGs and long-duration ECGs, including mobile cardiac telemetry. We provide a broad diagnosis coverage. We can identify up to 40 different event types, and also using ECGs for use cases that typically ECGs are not used today. And finally, we are integrated with current clinical workflows without creating any disruption for the healthcare system. Our first product launched last year is an AccurECG, is an FDA-cleared Class II software as medical device indicated for adults. It can provide automated interpretation for most clinical-grade devices available in America. It can be accessed via web or via custom API. AccurECG can provide bit-by-bit analysis, heart rate measurements, PAC and PVC detection, including automated interpretation for 13 clinical relevant rhythms, including AFib, flutter, among many others. And as I mentioned before, it can identify up to 40 different event types, and we are working on our validation to expand our label indication as we speak. But let me go back to Alice's story. This time, Alice is prescribed with a Holter monitor fully equipped and loaded with AccurECG. This time, her doctors received her report in a matter of hours instead of days and weeks, so her treatment can start early, so improving her outcomes. AccurECG can reduce interpretation time of the cardiac technician by up to 70%. The commercial opportunity for AccurKardia is massive, in particular the Holter and cardiac patch use case. Each year, there are more than 6 million patients in the US prescribed with a holter or cardiac patch monitor, and more than 2 million prescribed with an event recorder or MCOT device. If we apply national average reimbursement rate by Medicare, the technical interpretation component of this use case alone is more than $5 billion per year. Also, AccurECG can be used for retrospective analysis of ECG data stored in the electronic medical records of health and healthcare systems. One use case that we have prepared is our collaboration with Lucem Health. Lucem built Reveal for Stroke, a solution for healthcare system to identify patients with high propensity for ischemic stroke. By detecting undiagnosed cases of AFib and flutter and directing them to proper treatment, stroke risk could be reduced by up to 67% in most cases. AccurKardia has a strong pipeline beyond arrhythmia detection. We have built and validated 3 promising models. One of them is an ECG model to monitor for patients of hyperkalemia in the ESRD population using lead 1 ECG data. We also have built a model to screen for cardiac amyloidosis using 12-lead ECG data. And also, we have built a model to detect patients with aortic valve stenosis that could be potential candidates for TAVR using 12-lead ECG data. These 3 models were initially validated using retrospective data from Mayo Clinic. And just last week, we obtained an IRB approval from a major academic medical center in Texas to continue our clinical validation of these 3 products with a different population setting. Our team has been working together for more than 5 years, and it combines clinical, business, and technical acumen, including insider and outsider mentality. We also have been able to recruit top talent. Recently, Moin Hussaini joined the team as Chief Product Officer, an industry veteran with more than 20 years of experience in the med device space, with relevant experience with players such as GE Healthcare, Edwards, among others. Also, we have been able to recruit top advisors, and recently we are honored to announce that 3 new advisors have joined our team. Ken Nelson and James Landis are go-to-market and strategic leaders in the cardiac monitoring space, and also Francisco Martorell has joined the team as seasoned executive in the healthcare insurance industry with relevant experience in a major Blue Cross Blue Shield licensee with more than 1 million members. Together with the internal team, these advisors mentor and help us increase our resources for execution. AccurKardia was founded in 2019, but the IP work predates our formation by 4 years. Last year were very active for us. We joined and participated in the Mayo Clinic Platform Accelerate program. We closed our pre-seed round. We obtained our first FDA clearance, and we signed our first commercial customer. The path forward is crystal clear for us. We are looking to expand our clinical research partnerships. We are looking to increase our pipeline. And also, we are looking to meet potential investors for our future capital needs. If you want to join in our effort to improve patient outcomes and save lives on a global scale, leveraging ECG in cardiology and beyond, please reach out to us. Thank you, and my deepest gratitude to LSI for organizing this wonderful event.